Originally a novelist, Gish Jen delved into nonfiction writing after reading her father's memoir on life in China. Jen was struck by the fact that her father focused more on his environment than his individual self. This revelation inspired her to write her first nonfiction book, Tiger Writing: Art, Culture, and the Interdependent Self. It's a book that looks at the interdependent culture her Chinese upbringing encouraged versus the independent culture that many Western cultures value. Jen is now working on another book that's breaking barriers while taking an in-depth look at the concept of interdependence across cultures. Full Frame visited Gish Jen in Boston, where she helps us understand the impact of interdependence on art and culture.
I think there are very big differences between the West and the East when it comes to the self. You know, the West believes that the most important thing is the self, being true to the self. Therefore, that means that freedom of speech trumps everything else, freedom of expression, freedom of movement. Anything that might impede the self is seen as extremely important. From the Eastern point of view, the self is not the most important unit. The society is the most important unit, particularly often the family. I'm Gish Jen, and I'm a novelist. I also write some nonfiction. From the beginning, if I look back, sort of trying to understand what China was, where this place was that my parents had come from, why they had come here, how that had happened. And from the very beginning, that was a very important part of my writing mission, if you will. Just as I was sitting down to Tiger Writing, my father, who was then 86, had decided to write a memoir. And of course, I was very excited about that because I'd always wanted to know more.